Bienvenidos. Today is a special day in East Harlem. Es un día especial aquí en el barrio. Hoy celebramos la herencia puertorriqueña. We celebrate Puerto Rican Heritage Day. La herencia de una comunidad que se estableció aquí hace décadas y son los pioneros de la hispanidad en la ciudad de Nueva York, abriéndole la puerta para otros hispanos, opening the door for other Hispanics to come in and join them in the great Latino experiment right here in New York City and in the United States of America. So thank you, Puerto Rican community. It is right here en La Marqueta. It is right here donde nació Tito Puente. It is right here, the land of the great Macho Camacho. It is right here donde están todos los líderes y las mujeres que forjaron a este vecindario, a esta comunidad hacia adelante. It is right here, the land of the young lords. It is right here, the land of Julia de Burgos. It is right here, the land of all the great Puerto Rican leaders that forged forward for other Latinos to move here and to be part of this great experiment, along with the African American community in Harlem. A black and brown coalition of unprecedented strength. Y hoy estamos aquí para honrar a una mujer. We're here to honor a woman. Esa mujer no le tiene miedo a nada. That woman is not afraid, she's not afraid of anything. Ella ha sido una líder fuerte. She has been a strong leader. Una líder que representa su distrito con dignidad. A leader that represents her district with dignity. Una voz nacional que defiende a Puerto Rico. Una voz fuerte que defiende a los latinos. A strong voice that defends Puerto Rican and Latinos. Una mujer con una visión grande. A woman with a great vision. With the inner strength that I've never seen in anybody else. Con la fuerza interna que yo no he visto en nadie más. Ella es la luchadora Nydia Velázquez. Y con nosotros está aquí, with us here today, is somebody that surprised us. We wanted to give her a surprise. Queríamos darle una sorpresa a ella. And so we wanted to bring somebody that loves her, that works with her, somebody that shares the borough with her, the borough of Brooklyn, somebody that's a leader, somebody that will be the next speaker of the House of Representatives, no other than our colleague, our leader, Congressman Hakeem Jeffries.
Good morning. What an honor and a privilege to be here with all of you. First of all, so thankful for Adriano Espaillat, his friendship, his partnership, his leadership, and in just 10 days, we're going to make sure Adriano Espaillat is reelected. It's an honor to stand here with all of my colleagues in government in support of an amazing leader. My big sister, my good friend, my partner down in Washington, D.C., the Honorable Nydia Velázquez. Now, there's a lot going on in the community, in the city, in the country, but I knew that if there was a celebration for Nydia Velázquez, I'd best be in the building. And so, as all of us, and you see, there are members of the City Council, including the City Council Speaker, members of the state legislature, the assembly members, state senators. You have the Manhattan Borough President who is here, the Bronx DA, multiple members of the congressional delegation, of course, including Dan Goldman, even Robin Kelly from Illinois, Chicagoland, but she's originally from Harlem, y'all. And of course, I'm honored to be here. Congress members, borough presidents, city council speakers, assembly members. It's like the Democratic National Convention up in here, y'all. But it's all for one reason, because of our love and affection of Congresswoman Nydia Velázquez. And I was first elected to the New York State Assembly 20 years ago. This year, 20 years ago, 2006. And one of the most important endorsements that I had, I'm talking about the Assembly, y'all, was Congresswoman Nydia Velázquez. And I know I wouldn't be standing here today as House Democratic leader without her. She's been such a mentor to so many people, opened the doors for so many people within the Puerto Rican community, within the Latino community, in the Black and Brown coalition, and progressives of every race across the city and beyond. Nydia Velázquez is a trailblazer, a truth teller, and a transformational leader. She's a trailblazer, of course. First Latina ever to serve in the New York City Council. Opened the door for everybody else to come through. First Puerto Rican woman ever elected to the United States Congress in 1992. And she had to defeat a multi-decade incumbent with millions and millions of dollars in a split field, Steve Solars, who unloaded everything. But Nydia Velázquez withstood it. She won that race decisively, and the legend of La Luchadora was born. But she wasn't even finished being a trailblazer at that point, because in the Congress, she went on as chair of the Small Business Committee to be the first Latina in American history ever to chair a standing committee in the United States Congress. It's Nydia Velázquez, trailblazer. Nydia Velázquez, truth teller. Truth teller. You know, when I was growing up, there was a commercial that I couldn't shake, I couldn't escape. It was a commercial about this financial institution, E.F. Hutton. I'm dating myself now, y'all. And in the E.F. Hutton commercial, this financial services company, it had a tagline that said, when E.F. Hutton talks, people listen. I came here to tell you that when Nydia Velázquez talks, in the community, in the city, in the country, in the Congress, people listen. All of us in the House Democratic Caucus, Republicans, listen. People on the other side of the Capitol, when Nydia Velázquez talks, people listen. In fact, I might put it a different way. When Nydia Velázquez talks, if you know what's good for you, you better listen. That's the Hakeem Jeffries remix, y'all. But people listen because she speaks with power, with passion, with purpose, progressively, and with principle. And lastly, of course, Nydia Velázquez was just such a transformational figure. A policy heavyweight on so many issues. A policy heavyweight, a transformational figure on housing from her perch on the Financial Services Committee. On affordable housing, a champion of public housing. Of course, a champion on health care. A champion on bringing the American dream to life. A champion for self-determination for the people of Puerto Rico. Like no one has ever seen. Influencing all of us in how we think about ensuring that the island of Puerto Rico can experience the dignity, the development, and the self-determination that it needs. And a champion, of course, for entrepreneurs and small businesses all across the country. And so I'm thankful for Nydia Velázquez. I love her. I wouldn't be standing here today as House Democratic leader without her. And I know there's so many people who can say that about Nydia. We're going to miss her. But we know if Nydia Velázquez has something to say, she's going to pick up the phone and tell us. Because of her passion and her commitment and her leadership. And so as I yield the microphone back to Adriano, I just wish everyone, of course, a happy Puerto Rican Heritage Celebration. The Black and Puerto Rican community, that was the foundation for the Black and Brown Alliance in New York State. And a model for how Black and Latino communities can work together across the country. It all started here. Uptown, Central Harlem, East Harlem. That was the foundation. And so with Nydia Velázquez, we know that the community, the city, the Congress, and the country is a better place today because of the legendary life, legacy, and leadership of my friend, our Congresswoman, our iconic hero, Nydia Velázquez. Congratulations on this tremendous award.
And we would like to bring up our shiro, Nydia Velázquez, and we want to say that on behalf of the Puerto Rican Cultural Breakfast Planning Committee right here in El Barrio, and all those whose lives have been touched in a very special way by La Luchadora, it is my honor to present you, and we wanted, this was done in the past for several people. 2 or 3 people get this award every year. But this year it belongs to only one person, and one person only, the great, la gran congresista, luchadora, Nydia Velázquez. Vamos a darle este reconocimiento. Un gran aplauso para nuestra líder de todos los tiempos, la gran luchadora, congresista Nydia Velázquez.
Muy buenos días. Buenos días. And Jesus Christ. Look, Hakeem, I wasn't expecting you here. He was telling me that he had a great, big surprise. I love you, man. And you are right. There is, for me, an unfinished business that I really regret. And that is to decolonize Puerto Rico. Decolonization means providing Puerto Rico with the right to self-determination. Whatever the people of Puerto Rico choose, that is what we will honor. But I don't want the current colonial status to be part of a solution because it's a colony. And that is indignant. We must provide with a dignified way for the people of Puerto Rico. We cannot be the beacon of hope and go around the world fighting for democracy while we have subjects in our own government in the United States. So, this is a human right, not a civil right. This is a human right. And please, addressing the issue of human rights doesn't equate to providing statehood. Anyway, I want to thank all of you. Thank you so much for being here. And Adriano, a great chairman of the Congressional Hispanic Caucus. We need him. We need him back in Washington. Thank you for your steadfast commitment the rights of immigrants in this country. And you know what this president doesn't realize? That we have something that he lacks, and that is the resiliency of our communities to fight back. And to send a strong message that yes, indeed, we belong. And that we have fought so hard to earn a seat at the table, and we are not giving it up. And for anyone to think that I'm going away, my friend, you're dead wrong. I'll be here raising my voice with you all, and whether it's defending and protecting the right for every student to have the best quality education that this city and this country can afford. Addressing the issue of affordability and the housing, and also the investment that is necessary to protect and preserve public housing in this country. That has been the most successful social experiment in the United States, and we are not going to abandon it now, just because Donald Trump thinks that is socialism. So, look, today we are here, and tomorrow we march. We march to recognize the incredible work and sacrifices of those pioneers that came here without knowing a word in English, and yet they succeeded because they worked hard, they played by the rules. And isn't that what we always say? That in order to succeed in America, you have to work hard and play by the rules. But not only that, they paved the way to make this city a bilingual city. They paved the way to coalesce with other groups to make sure that we fought for everyone and to protect the most precious treasure that we have, our children, our leaders of tomorrow. When you have the power, you gotta use it. And when you become the first at anything, please, not only open that door, but hold that door wide open and bring with you all these young people. I want to thank 4 women that sat down with me to strategize in making sure that we change the face of the United States Supreme Court. 5, we were 5 Puerto Rican badass. And we didn't give up until Sonia Sotomayor was nominated and confirmed by the United States Senate. Always reminding this country that we must protect the Constitution, the rule of law, and that no one is above the law in this nation. Thank you. God bless you all. Gracias. Estar conmigo. And of course, I want to thank the Speaker of the City Council, our Board of President, our DA, our controller, and Dan Goldman, who is here. Thank you very much, everybody else. Thank you.
The great Nydia Velázquez. Nydia, we want to tell you, Nydia, that we respect you, we love you, that we will always protect your legacy, that we will make sure that the work that you put in and the sacrifices that you gave for your district and this great nation will never be forgotten, and that your legacy will be respected, and that will come back to you for guidance. We will not usurp or mutilate what you've done for your district. And we will fight day and night to ensure that your name will forever be in the annals of history of this nation and of Puerto Rico. God bless you and keep it going.
One last advice. So we all know this young man, Bad Bunny.
Yeah!
He taught us a lesson.
Yes.
You do not have to make changes to fit in any room. You have to make the room bigger and bring other people with you. So he has forced the world stage to bring him in. Okay? And that is what we must always do.
Come on.
Don't change who you are to feel that you belong. Okay? Just make yourself notice by your actions and your convictions. God bless.
Thank you, Nydia. Before we hear from our speaker, Julie Menon, I want to thank Cynthia Carrion from right here, Museo del Barrio. Give Cynthia a round of applause. She continues to open her doors every year for this breakfast. Thank you, Cynthia. We love you. And now the great speaker of the New York City Council, Julie Menon.
Thank you so much. First of all, I want to thank Congressmember Adriano Espaillat for putting this together. Congressmember Espaillat has been a friend and ally, such a leader for our city, chair of the Hispanic Caucus, everything he's done for our immigrant communities. We are so deeply grateful to you. And Leader Jeffries, it is wonderful to see you. We are all there to make sure that you are the next Speaker of the House. So let's just say that. So first of all, before I talk about the Woman of the Hour, I want to make sure to acknowledge and thank our great colleague, Councilmember Elsie Encarnacion, Chair of our Immigration Committee, our Controller, and all of the electeds who are here today. I am here to support someone that has been an unbelievable friend, colleague, ally, and that is Congresswoman Nydia Velázquez. I first met Nydia almost 20 years ago when she was representing parts of Lower Manhattan, and I chaired the community board down there. I want to add to her list of first, she was a first Latina in the city council. Can we not forget that? She is someone who is not only unwavering in her principle, in her passion, in her dedication, but she's a person of her word. When she says she's going to do something, she does it. She supported me to run for office almost 15 years ago. And when I had a small business that was destroyed on 9/11, she was there for me. She was there for all of us as small business owners, helping to make sure that we succeeded. She was not only the first woman to chair the House Small Business Committee, but the first Latina. And she made sure that businesses, our small businesses, our MWBEs were supported. We are going to miss your voice so much in Congress, but I know you are not going anywhere and you are going to remain the fighter that you always have been. So thank you for everything that you've done, not only for our great city, but for our country. We so appreciate it. And I'll just end by saying tomorrow, we march. We march for Puerto Rican pride, for Puerto Rican culture, for Puerto Rican heritage. Thank you, Congressmember Espaillat.
Thank you. And now, let's welcome one of my colleagues from Brooklyn, the great Dan Goldman. Welcome.
Thank you, everybody. It is wonderful to be up here celebrating Puerto Rican heritage. with my good friend and colleague, hosting the caucus chair, Hispanic caucus chair, Adriano Espaillat, who has been a wonderful mentor for me in the trenches, fighting for our immigrant neighbors. Very lucky to have him, and we are all working to make sure that he stays there. Of course, we are here to honor La Luchadora, who has made her mark not only around New York City, but certainly in Congress. And I think it says so much about her that she has dedicated and devoted her time in Congress as the longtime chair and leader of the Small Business Committee. Because that is not the sexiest committee, but it is the one that needs the most resources and support. And it is exactly why Nydia has chosen that and has been such an incredible leader to boost our small businesses, which are the fabric and backbone of this great city. And so I'm honored to be up here to celebrate with both of them and Puerto Rican Heritage Day, and look forward to marching tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Congressman. And now let's hear from our controller, Mark Levine.
Saludos, mi gente. Para los que no me conocen, ya yo no soy el presidente del condado, ya yo soy contralor. Y además, quiero que sepan que les está hablando ahora el judío más boricua de Nueva York. Que me como mofongo todos los días. Me sé todas las letras de Héctor Lavoe. Y congresista, cuando aterrizo en San Juan empiezo a aplaudir. Ustedes igual, ¿no? Es así. Señores, un aplauso para mi hermano mayor, Adriano Espaillat. Señores, les pedí un aplauso para Adriano, que lucha por nosotros. Él es el que consigue los chavos. Así que, y quiero agradecerle a Nydia Velázquez, un ícono. Y les digo lo siguiente: si usted tiene una pelea dura, quieren a Nydia Velázquez al lado tuyo. Ella no se rinde, no le tiene miedo a nadie, no importa lo difícil que es la lucha. Esta es la que siempre ha estado ganando por nosotros, por la comunidad latina, por todo Nueva York. Así que te admiro y te quiero mucho, Nydia Velázquez. Un aplauso, señores. Mañana desfilamos. ¡Que viva Puerto Rico!
Un saludo a la pasada portavoz del Consejo Municipal, Melissa Mark Viverito. Y con eso, nuestro senador Sepúlveda.
Buenos días, good morning everyone. Es un honor estar aquí. Me dieron un mensaje, hay que decirlo, hay que votar también. Pero es un honor estar aquí, verdaderamente. Yo me acuerdo cuando fue elegida al Congreso, tantas personas que ella inscribió para votar, que eso me inspiró a mí. Ella ha sido una figura enorme de Puerto Rico. Su pelea para la determinación de la isla de Puerto Rico, el respeto a los puertorriqueños y a la diáspora y a todos los latinos. Y estoy muy orgulloso de estar aquí celebrando con ella. Mira, yo soy el primer presidente del Comité Judicial en la historia del Senado de Nueva York. ¿Y saben por qué eso es posible? Que un boricua dominicano de padres mayagüezanos sea el primero. Es por el esfuerzo de la congresista aquí. Muy agradecido por su esfuerzo. También quiero darle las gracias a Adriano Espaillat, que lo conozco por muchos años, y siempre estoy agradecido que él dice que los puertorriqueños le abrieron las puertas a otros latinos aquí en la ciudad de Nueva York, y Adriano ha hecho una gran labor no solamente para los puertorriqueños, para todos los latinos. Así que le urjo a todos que salgan a votar y aseguren que Adriano regresa al Congreso. Muchas gracias.
Gracias, Luis. Gracias, muchas gracias a Luis Sepúlveda. Now let's hear from our two local leaders, and then we're going to hear from our borough president and our Bronx DA. We'd like to introduce to you the local councilwoman from East Harlem, Elsie Encarnación.
Hola mi gente, ¿cómo estamos? Eso es todo el español que tengo para ti. Okay, so I'm gonna switch it up to English because you know I am New Yorican and I'm right here from the island of Manhattan and Barrio, so English is my language. I just want to say that it is an honor to be here today, and I recognize how important it is that I'm here. I'm here because the people, like the people that just spoke, I'm here because of them. And also because of the community that's here. Beyond the people with the cameras, behind them is the community of East Harlem. The community that continues to show up for our Puerto Rican people. The community that continues to show up for each and every elected that has grabbed this microphone. And this is why they show up here. Because we show up for them. We're gonna continue to show up for them. We're gonna continue to show up at the polls for them because El Barrio votes. El Barrio votes matter. El Barrio votes gets the people that are here in this community to the spaces that they are. They're the ones that got me to this microphone here today. And we have to respect the people that got us here. Because the people that got us here are the ones that know the needs of this community. They understand the power that they hold with their vote. They understand how to make us more powerful. Because without you all, we're just people standing here. We're just people standing here in an empty room. And so I want to give a round of applause for all of the people from El Barrio, from all over the city that came here today to support what we're doing here, because we're stronger together. So don't let any outsider try to separate what we have built year after year after year. We didn't get here by accident, and we're not gonna let it go. Thank you.
Eso, Elsie. Y el barrio no se vende. El barrio no se vende. Ahora vamos a presentar al asambleísta Eric Gibbs.
Yeah, so the congressman told me, he said, hey, it's fourth quarter, 2-minute warning, don't be here long. I just want to say, when traveling to Puerto Rico, whether it's Isla Verde, Carolina, San Juan, Aguadilla, whether we are in Ponce, Congresswoman Nydia Velázquez is always the center of conversation. She talked about Bonito, but in these particular towns in Puerto Rico, they call her El Savior. They always talk about you when you go. And I'm gonna be frank with you, when I go there, I use your name. I say, yeah, she's my auntie in government. Still don't get free drinks though. So I'm gonna cut it short on this, Congressman. It is an honor to join you at the 2026 Puerto Rican Cultural Breakfast. Today we celebrate the rich history, culture, and contributions of Puerto Rico who have helped shape East Harlem, New York City, and our nation. El Barrio is more than a neighborhood. It is a living testament to the resilience, creativity, and pride of the Puerto Rican community. Before I conclude, I want to take a moment to honor the memory of Mr. Eugene Rodriguez, who is a tremendous loss to East Harlem. Excuse me in the back, can I get one moment of silence please in the back? Can I get one moment? I want to take a moment to honor the memory of Mr. Eugene Rodriguez, whose passing is a tremendous loss to East Harlem. Eugene dedicated his life preserving and promoting the culture, arts, and history of our community. He understood that protecting our culture is just as important as building housing, creating jobs, or improving our schools. Because culture is what gives community its identity and its soul. I am especially grateful because Eugene was instrumental in passage and eventual signage of my legislation, A0717, which empowered New York State to designate East Harlem as a cultural district. He was one of the, yes, give it up for Eugene. He was one of the strongest advocates for ensuring that El Barrio's rich artistic and cultural legacy would be recognized, preserved, celebrated for generations to come. And today, as we celebrate Puerto Rican culture, let us also celebrate Eugene's legacy. His fingerprints will always forever remain on the cultural future of East Harlem. God bless you and God Eugene family.
Let's also keep in our thoughts the great memory and the great contributions of our good friend who passed this week, the great Howard Jordan. Let's keep his legacy in our minds and in our heart. Howard Jordan was a national treasure for the Puerto Rican community. He was an advocate, he was a professor, he was a journalist, he was also a social justice fighter, Howard Jordan. And with that, let me introduce our Bronx DA, who's our Bronx DA Clark, who's Darcel Clark, who's here with us today from the Boogie Down.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Congressman Espaillat. It's an honor to be here all the way from the Bronx, which is just right across the break from here. You all know that. Harlem is my second home as well from the Bronx. But my family, La Maqueta, every Easter, that's where I got my Easter shoes and my dresses, okay? That's what was happening. But I'm here to celebrate this great woman, Congresswoman Nydia Velázquez. Come here. Thank you so much for your leadership, being one of the first. I stand in that club now because of you. As the first black woman to be elected DA in the state of New York, it's because I had a leader like this to stand up to. So I thank you so much for your leadership. We know you're not going nowhere. I know I can pick up that phone and call you, and when we need help, you're always going to be here for us. Thank you to the Puerto Rican community. It means so much to the Bronx, right? Wepa, you know that. So I'm here to represent the Bronx. The borough president couldn't be here. A flight got canceled. But there's my colleague from Brooklyn DA, okay. But it's all important that we celebrate together. Black and brown, Puerto Rico is where it's at. I'll see you all on the march. God bless. Wepa!
And we want to recognize the president of the great Lorraine Cortez Vasquez, who's here with us. Lorraine. And now let's hear from our Manhattan Borough President, Brad Hoylman.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Good morning, buenos dias, everyone. I'm Brad Hoylman, single Manhattan Borough President. On behalf of 1.6 million Manhattanites, 90,000 of whom are of Puerto Rican descent, I say happy Puerto Rican heritage. And you know, it's such an honor to be here to recognize the Congresswoman and the Congressman for their historic leadership. Congresswoman, you have been a force of moral clarity, not just in this city, but in this country. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for that. And I also want to thank the folks here at Museo del Barrio for everything you've done for our community. I am proud to support arts and culture in Manhattan, and am proud to have put in my capital budget $50 million of which is going to arts and cultural institutions, $2 million toward Museo del Barrio this year. Thank you very much. Thank you, Congressman.
Brooklyn DA, Eric.
Hey everyone, I'm happy to be here. Listen, I came from Brooklyn to make sure that we recognize our great leaders. And our Latino community is very lucky to have leaders who fight for us each and every day. My friend, your Congressman, Adriano Espaillat. And a person that I grew up in Williamsburg in Brooklyn. And at that time when I grew up in Williamsburg, it was 80% Puerto Rican and Dominican. It's different now, but a person that led us through all those years, a person who I respected, a person who I looked up to, a person that fought for our community here in New York City, but also on the island of Puerto Rico, and also in the Dominican Republic, and also throughout all of Latin America, the great Congresswoman Nydia Velázquez. And she was an inspiration to me. I became the first Latino, first Puerto Rican district attorney in the state of New York. But these things don't happen by themselves. They happen because people open the doors for others. And Nydia, Congresswoman Velázquez, was a person who opened the door to so many young elected Latinos. So I came here today. We're going to celebrate tomorrow on Fifth Avenue. We're going to march. We're going to have a great time. We're going to do it safely. We're going to make sure that our community is represented very well. But I came because I wanted to say publicly that I love Nydia Velázquez. I look up to her, and I wish her happiness in retirement. But we know she's not really going anywhere. We know she's still going to be involved in our communities. And I want to also just say here, my district attorney in the Bronx, Darcel Clark, has a tough job keeping us all safe. She does it better than any district attorney in the state of New York. God bless all of you. Let's stay focused, let's stay united, let's stay engaged, and make sure everyone goes out and vote. Early voting starts today.
Un mensaje al centro que se encuentra aquí hoy, el centro, a nuestro amigo Gerson Borrero. Gerson, deja, suave. And now to close, let's listen to our good friend Lorraine Cortez Vázquez.
Miren, mañana, todo boricua, all boricua allies, vamos a estar ahí porque vamos a honrar a nuestra luchadora y también a apoyar a nuestro congresista. Somos muchos, pero si no votamos, somos nadie. So, es tiempo que todo el mundo, mira, escuchen, es tiempo que todos voten, que alten su voz, pero siempre alten su voz con dignidad y respeto. A nadie, la dignidad no se compra ni se traiciona. Y para nosotros, tener líderes como Antonio Reynoso, como Adriano, es importante para nosotros tener voz en la cámara más alta de este país. So I tell you all, you either vote or we don't want to hear your opinion the day after the election. So vote because that is important for our community. I will see you all tomorrow on Fifth Avenue. Strut your colors, show your pride, let this city know Puerto Ricans are here and we matter.
Melissa Malviverito.
Buenos días a todos, ¿cómo se sienten? Una cosa antes de que vayamos a cerrar este desayuno. Estamos aquí celebrando un momento importante, no solamente la herencia puertorriqueña, sino nuestra gran luchadora Nydia Velázquez. Pero vamos a reconocer que estamos en momentos sumamente difíciles. Tenemos un déspota en la Casa Blanca que está tratando de desplazar la democracia. Tenemos a voces como Nydia Velázquez y el congresista Adriano Espaillat, a quien necesitamos continuar apoyando para luchar en este momento para reclamar nuestra democracia. Así que mientras estamos orgullosos aquí hoy, que no se olvide la lucha. Para llegar al futuro, necesitamos reconocer el pasado. Necesitamos reconocer las contribuciones que se han hecho a favor de nuestra comunidad. Y Nydia Velázquez representa esa lucha. Así que estamos aquí y le quiero dar las gracias yo, como la primera puertorriqueña en ser la presidenta del Consejo Municipal. Yo le quiero dar las gracias a Nydia Velázquez, porque ella ha sido una mentora para mí. Ella ha abierto el camino para mí y para las personas que vienen detrás de mí como el Encarnación. So we have to recognize, in order to get to the future, we need to recognize the past and the present. We talk about being displaced from our communities. We're not going to be displaced from our politics either. And so this is important to recognize the struggles. And the Puerto Rican community here, we all know, has made struggles for so long. So I want to thank Nydia Velázquez personally because my accomplishments in public service and making history in this city is thanks to the doors that she opened. Yes. And the doors that I'm opening behind me when I was in office. So we're here to celebrate our culture. Let's not forget the important times we're struggling in. We need the leadership of Congressman Espaillat in this moment to defy the autocracy and to make sure that we reclaim our democracy. Thank you.
Gracias. Todo el mundo a desfilar mañana en la Quinta Avenida.